everybody, and welcome back to a new episode where we loot and scoot. We play our game in our own changed setting and universe of Waterdeep, now called Waterdale, with new elements of the Industrial Revolution. Of course, our key feature remains a long-lost treasure. Last episode, our group roamed the streets after dark, looking for their way home. They passed some shops that were still open. In the end, they found their way home and explored the house. Now they are officially ready for their big quest. Without further ado, let's all scoot into the paths of a new adventure. Alas, the long-awaited day has come, as we move a few days in time to reach the Bilmore Ball. Long rows of guests are flowing inside the building, guards dressed in formal attire such as penguin coats and white gloves stand by the doors, checking all the invitations. With word having spread about the prince joining the ball, there have already been enough false invitations spotted. As our group approaches the Grand Manor, the building rising majestically against the backdrop of a moonlit night, they are halted for their invitations. With each of their cards given for closer inspection, our main cast is allowed entry, but not without the dreaded notion of a weapon checkup.
Please head inside to the guards for a weapon checkup. And after that, announce your names to the butler at the end of the hallway before heading down to the ballroom. Enjoy your evening.
Weapon checkup makes me nervous.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm glad it made you nervous. That was my plan. Okay.
No!
I don't like that.
The main hall of the manor stretches out before you, its towering ceilings decorated with cascading garlands of roses and blooming peonies. Crystal chandeliers hang from the ceiling, each chandelier decorated with delicate vines and flowers. The hall is alive with melodies of a live orchestra stationed in an elevated alcove. Their music makes the dance-hungry guests take to the floor. It fills the air with a tender, melodic ambience, perfectly harmonizing with the active, lively conversations and laughter. Tapestries of rich, luxurious fabrics cover the walls, depicting scenes of the high-class family, buffawumps, and hunting trophies. The intricate embroidery and vibrant colors add an air of mystique to the surroundings, while soft draperies in shades of royal blue and gold frame the towering windows, allowing gentle moonlight to filter through. Here, we find the guards checking the visitors for weapons. Edmund went through, persuading the guard by benefiting from the mere fact that he looks like a man from Elder District, unlike the others from his party.
Alright, fine, sir. Have a lovely evening.
Chill.
How are you allowed to be checked? Double checked. Well, it's quite. We're quite curious how you got the invitation. Seeming you don't look like you're from Eldest District, so I want my colleague to check you up, just to be sure. All right.
Fletch got his weapons taken from him, but Arthur kept his sword out of sight in the hidden contraptions of his walking cane. Now, Averai, as one of the folks with a clear staff in her hand, received a harsher word from the staff.
You don't really look like you're gonna need that, love. I think you can walk without it better than he can.
That's so harsh.
On with the festivities! We now arrive at the main center of this event. All that was needed for further entry was an announcement of the group, as is customarily done at big events such as this one. The butler would announce the either family or important social figure, who would then step onwards to join the ballroom.
May I have your name, sir?
Edmund Schulze.
Lord Edmund Schulze!
Kill me. Alright.
I mean, you probably likes that.
I'm walking alone.
No, you would be so, like, yeah.
What's your name, little fellow?
Is it necessary?
Yeah.
Flitched in tree.
Sorry?
Flitched in tree.
Then try?
Aye.
Alright. Lord Fletch den Treich. May I have your name, sir? Herra Skova? Herra Skova. Lord Arthur Herra Skova. May I have your name, milady? Just Averai, nothing else. Alright. Lady Averai.
Now arriving at the main attraction of the night. The floor serves as a stage for the elegantly dressed guests. Noble women in sweeping gowns designed with intricate lace and delicate embroidery glide across the floor, their steps seemingly weightless. The gentlemen in finely tailored suits offer their hands in graceful invitation, engaging in a dance that embodies both tradition and passion. Balconies overlooking the ballroom offer a secluded retreat, where couples steal away for intimate conversations amidst the enchanting atmosphere. These alcoves are adorned with curtains, providing a measure of privacy while still allowing glimpses of the vibrant festivities below. Elevated roses and peonies float mid-air, suspended by magic and looking like something straight out of a fairy tale. There is a colorful hue to them, as if enchanted.
So, what's gonna be our tactic? I'd say split up. I mean, that's the fastest way to get information.
Information? So, let's meet up in maybe 30 minutes to an hour?
No, I would say an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, best to y'all then.
Good luck.
Splitting up to cover more ground, the group decides to go separate, then later meet up and walk home, where they would discuss their shares of information. After all, the chances of someone eavesdropping at such a big party is more than likely. We begin our curious tale by following Arthur. Arthur starts his investigation in the top right of the ballroom. A party like this is an unfamiliar place to him, but he is still willing to do whatever he can to gain information on the treasure. The poor man arrives at a neatly arranged bundle of tables with comfortable lounging chairs. Here, the air is filled with the hum of animated conversations, accompanied by the tinkling of half-empty glasses. As Arthur navigates his way towards this haven of conversation, a sudden halt disrupts his progress, a firm grip encircling his wrist. The unexpected gesture forces him to whirl around, his gaze landing upon the instigator of his interruption. Before Arthur stands a tall figure, his golden locks cascading in luscious curls that grace his ears. His honey-brown eyes radiate warmth and curiosity, and golden earrings decorate his ears. Clad in a uniform of regal blues with golden accents, he exudes an air of refined elegance. With a momentary release of Arthur's wrist, the taller gentleman clears his throat, his gesture accompanied by an awkward cough that punctuates the silence.
My apologies. I did not know how to call out to you properly. However, where are my manners? My name is Theodore. May I perhaps have yours?
This gentleman was in fact Theodore Dale, the very prince himself. The two got engrossed in conversation, mostly about Arthur's prosthetics, which piqued Theodore's interest. There was a spark, a connection, as to say. Arthur hid his true identity and how he came from Squalor's End, the slums. The two of them took about the room, showing off the fact that someone gained the attention of the prince. But on the contrary, Arthur's focus was on information, the treasure. Their ideals were a sharp contrast, their conflicting expectations clashing now as Theodore Dale asked that one question that had been on his mind.
Is there perhaps any way that I can invite you for a dance tonight?
I laugh. I can't laugh. Right now I'm laughing. Okay, sorry, no.
Laughs at the prince.
No, I would chuckle. I would chuckle a little bit.
It depends. How much sturdiness do you need from my hands? Yeah, but that's what these evenings are for. They're for getting to know one another, dance.
Arthur cut the conversation short, needing a break and escaping the situation with the promise of returning later that same evening for a dance. With no further information found by Arthur, we move to one of our other characters, Fletch. He starts his investigation in the far right at the back of the ballroom. A place like this might not be all too unfamiliar for him, seeing as he perhaps may have spied on his assignments before in such places. In the end, Fletch decides to head to the beverage table. The beverage table stands as a hub of both social exchange and sustenance, enticing guests with its delightful offerings. Arrayed before him was an assortment of pastries, their sweetness wafting through the air, alongside slices of pie. Refreshing lemonades and crystal-clear water complete the table, ensuring that every guest's taste finds satisfaction. All the while Fletch is taking it all in, scanning the table, he feels a shove pushing him forward against the table. Next, there are hurried feet moving around and a soft gasp, leaving someone. His attention is captured by the presence of a woman. Her form is draped in a flowing light blue dress that cascades gracefully to the floor. The fabric, as delicate as a summer breeze, envelops her slender frame. The sleeves, fashioned from the same enchanting material as the gown, extend down to brush against the polished floor. At the bodice, a diamond-shaped window, crafted from a sheer, translucent fabric, reveals a glimpse of delicate lace. Her hair, a shade of almost white, is arranged in an intricately braided bun. As her dark green eyes meet Fletch, a sense of guilt fills their depths. With a graceful lean, she extends her hand to offer assistance, her noble nature shining through in this act of kindness.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't look where I was going. Are you okay?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm fine.
I didn't hurt you, right?
No, I'm totally fine. Don't worry.
I'm still so sorry. My name is Alicia. Overwhelming everything, so I didn't quite look where I was standing.
Hey, that's alright. You understand.
Yes.
So, are you from around here?
Not really. I come from, I guess, pretty far. So I am normally used to parties like this, but this one is a little different in a way. It's very crowded.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
It is definitely different than most parties.
Yeah, it's unlike anything I've seen, at least. So, what brings you here? I don't think I've seen mouse people. Is that what I call it? Sorry.
Don't worry, not many people see a race like me. It's mouse folk.
Mouse folk,
Yes,
right? What's your name?
it's Fletch. Fletch and Treve.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Well, yeah, what brings me here? I travel around quite a lot for my work in general.
What kind of work do you do for me?
Oh, all kinds of things. I do a lot with alchemy. So I'm specialised in poisons and that kind of stuff.
That's
So-
quite interesting.
Yes, certainly. So for that I travel around a lot to mainly for trainings and stuff.
Oh,
And so I ended up here a little over 2 weeks ago.
what are you doing in a party like this, though?
Oh, I with a couple of my friends, and well, we got invited, so it's hard to say no to a party like this.
Yeah, I
Once
can
you-
understand.
Once you're getting invited, which happens to be quite special,
Mhm.
so I've heard, you do not say no.
No, exactly. So yeah, I still would like to apologize again for my worry behavior. Everything's just a little too overwhelming sometimes. And everyone's just talking so loud and about that dumb treasure as well. So
Oh yes, there's
It's very-
quite some work going around.
a lot. Have you heard much about it?
No, not much. I've learned about it a couple of days ago or so, and people are talking about some treasure, and apparently everyone's after it.
Yeah, it's very. It's. I mean, it sounds amazing. Of course, I'm not quite interested. It's just everyone's talking about it, and it's the only topic of conversation here. Apparently, there's like so many people talking about this weird ship in the docks, and there's people gathering information at rapid speeds, and within just like a few days' time, they've already managed to get like a lot of information apparently, and
Yeah,
you hear from this person that they're dangerous and people kind of disappear, and from the other person you hear like now that's just like some stupid facade that they keep up so no one gets to the boat and stuff, and
oh, the
there's like
the ship story is quite new, to be honest. I haven't heard it yet.
no,
No.
it's that's not as much as I've heard. It's just like at the docks, and the biggest docks are like in the Squalor's End. So maybe it's over there. I don't know.
I think again, I'm not really interested, to be honest. It's just whenever people hear money, they all go crazy for some reason.
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's like, calm down. It's a lot of money, but it's just money.
Yes.
Money hungry
Definitely
people. So
Yeah.
With the information reeled in, Fletch sought out topics more for the intentions of having fun. Alicia, in turn, began bombarding her worries and frustrations to Fletch about high society, making for a fun interaction.
how so? I'm unchaperoned all day. Who cares?
Oh, yeah. Around these parts of town, once you say you're a woman traveling all alone without a chaperone, everyone's staring at you.
When you're seen with another man or
Hey.
anyone else, people are like, "No, that's a scandal. You have
Yo.
to marry."
Everything's a scandal, right?
Exactly. I get in town. Like, yes, I have a veil and whatever. I like wearing it. It's a little something from home, so of course I wear it. You know? And
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh my god, so scandalous. She's walking alone and everything, and she's this mysterious veil. She's so pale and whatever." And I'm like,
Yes. That's one thing you should know. They feed on scandals around here.
uh-huh.
It doesn't matter what you do, they'll find something, so better
Yeah.
just ignore it.
Exactly. It's just, I do thank you for a bit of the conversation. It's
Yeah.
quite calmed my mind a little bit. So,
Definitely, I'm glad.
yeah, I'm sorry for bombarding you.
No,
So,
that's, like I said, it's all fine.
I think I'm gonna go catch my breath outside for a bit. So,
Do you want me to walk along?
I mean, if you'd like, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right then.
I mean, you didn't have a chaperone.
Now I do.
I know!
Leaving their conversation aside and saying their farewells, Fletch continues on with his investigation. He now finds a man, well dressed and wealthy, running from the guards. Fletch stops him in his tracks, causing the two of them to stumble.
Oh. Hello. You're a cute little one.
Excuse me. I am the cute, please.
Oh.
Do you call me?
Sorry. Is that offensive? Sorry. I'm kind of in the middle of running away.
From what?
Guards.
What'd you do?
I did nothing. My name is Theodore.
Theodore. Het is geen... Wait. You're the prince everyone's all on about.
Hello.
Hey.
So yeah, I'm trying to run away from the guards because I don't want to have constant supervision, you know.
That's very understandable.
Just scooch a little bit. I'm gonna just drop to your sides so they don't see me.
That's all fine.
All
We're
right.
just in a normal conversation.
Yeah, we're in a normal conversation. I'm trying to look you eye to eye. Yeah, this is normal.
Yeah,
This
fine.
is very normal. Yes, of course. What are you doing here exactly? If I may ask, are you a servant or?
No, I'm here with a couple of friends and we got this invitation, so a ball like this, you can really say no. So,
Oh.
hey.
I think I've met one of your friends. Not quite sure.
What's his name?
Arthur.
Oh, hey, we're one. Yeah,
Oh, well, he's a lovely friend.
Ah.
He is.
yeah, definitely.
I asked him to dance.
Hey,
So I hope he's back, really.
With no further information from Fletch, we switch perspectives to our third person, Edmund. Edmund starts his investigation in the far left at the back of the ballroom. Even if there's bad memories in parties like these, he somewhat feels right at home. And yet, so far from it, his feelings are conflicted. But nevertheless, there is an investigation to be held. And where does he head? The gambling area seems wise, where there's money to be won, drinks to be drunken, and money-greedy men to embarrass. The gambling section is a spacious chamber. Of course, not an actual chamber, it is an open area within the ballroom after all. But everyone in it seems so into their actions that it could as well be a secluded chamber of its own. Intricately patterned carpets woven with golden threads cover the floors, muffling the sound of footsteps and lending an air of sophistication. In the center of the area, a series of grand tables stand with numerous games to be played. Each table is hosted by an expert croupier, clad in tailored suits, ready to guide and oversee the gambling festivities. The tables themselves are adorned with royal blue, each marked with intricate patterns. In one corner, a roulette wheel spins, its polished surface gleaming under the warm glow of chandeliers. Nearby, a blackjack table sees participants engaged in tense hands, their expressions alternating between excitement and caution. A dedicated area hosts a thrilling game of dice, with players huddled around eagerly awaiting the roll. The clatter of dice against the wooden surface echoes through the chambers, intermingling with the sounds of cheers or either sighs of disappointment. A man of high society notices Edmund, since Edmund seems much fancier dressed than the normal individual, hence it would be interesting to play a game with someone like him. This stranger seems older than Edmund, rugged features and smoking a thick cigar. He has his grayish-turning slick-back hair, mutton chops stopping a little over the cheekbone, and a full moustache. He's wearing a fine suit like the rest of the gentlemen surrounding the table, about the same level of fancy as Edmund's suit is. He invites Edmund over for a game of dice.
Young fellow, care to join this gambling table?
Edmund's player all too quickly grows wary, making an insight check to deduce if this man was as shady as he sounded. And naturally, at a gambling area, the suspicions were correct. Edmund read the man easily, a grin tugging at the corner of his lips, but for now, kept at bay. One wouldn't want to spoil his triumph. In the end, Edmund sits down and joins a game of fun.
How about a game of dice?
Care to elaborate the rules?
You roll
4 dice of normal attire. It's normal 6-faced dice. And you count up how much you've rolled in each round. The one with the highest dice in each round gets the point. This goes on for 3 rounds.
Sure. I'll play.
What?
So I start? Or we go at the same time?
No, you're strong.
Suspicious.
Halfway into the first round, the stranger seeks to exchange names, to which Edmund agrees, albeit keeping his last name out of the conversation. No great star. What's your name, Sonny?
Adlin. What's yours? Now that we're exchanging names.
My name's Peter. After the name exchange, Peter wins the very first round. For that reason, Edmund grows coy.
But we didn't really specify how much money we're receiving.
Alright, do you not see that pile of money already on the table? There's quite some dragons there. Totally a normal NPC.
I don't trust you.
Never trust a DM, just like Polo.
I don't trust you. Especially because I know Richard exists. I don't trust you.
17.
21.
And Sonny, you won that round.
And then, in the middle of the game, Edmund grew distracted. His opponent's words fade into the background. His gaze is drawn towards a mesmerizing sight amidst the bustling ballroom. In the depths of the room, amidst a group of 6 figures shrouded in garments of the deepest ebony, his attention fixates on a single individual, radiating an aura of familiarity that transcends distance and time. Although their back is turned to him, the distinctive features Edmund discerns set his heart ablaze with recognition. A long tail of vibrant purple ends with sharp edges gracefully swaying over the polished floor. Dark strands of lustrous purple hair cascade down to their neck, cascading like a waterfall of twilight. Atop their head, hidden from view, lie the telltale signs of horns, a testament to their true nature. This individual, known to him intimately, stands at the opposite side of the room, and the opportunity to reconnect surges within his grasp. Yet a decision must be made. Shall he abruptly halt the relentless rhythm of the gambling game, forsaking his current pursuits to venture towards this enigmatic figure? Or will he remain steadfast, continuing the game, risking the possibility of allowing this extraordinary chance to slip through his fingertips? Each passing moment weighs upon him, urging him to seize the opportunity that destiny has placed before him. The choice he makes shapes the course of events, dictating whether reunion or longing shall be his companion. Edmund, in turn, is taken back, shocked. A moment of disbelief, like he can almost not believe his eyes, or what he's seeing. Was he delusional? For her to be there, of all people, must be some twisted trick of the brain, wasn't it? And for a moment there was that connection, a link to the past which he had been so desperately trying to avoid. But it was all too quickly replaced by bitter memories. A heartstrings pulled, a reminder of what transpired the last time he saw her. He keeps playing. His attention is returned to the man before him, Peter.
Wait, what did you roll?
19.
23. Beginner's luck.
Bucky's yours, Sonny.
Another game.
You'll start for beginner's luck.
I don't like this fucker. Give me a second. I am just changing how much money I have.
Starting a new round, Halfway through, Edmund once again felt distracted, as he couldn't seem to sever the tie with his new mystery person in the crowd. His eyes kept drifting. Edmund left the table, leaving his money behind as a testimony to his wealth and status in comparison to Peter. A signal money holds no great value to a man like him. He excused himself and wandered off to face the woman who had plagued his mind. Edmund forges a determined path, his resolve unwavering despite the rising tempo of his heart. Doubts swirl like ethereal wisps, whispering cautionary tales of deceit and delusion. Curiosity killed the cat lingers in his mind, reminding him of the treacherous nature of uncertainty. Yet the magnetic pull propels him onward, drawn closer to the figure that stirs memories long buried. Every step, deliberate and measured, carries him nearer. The air thickens with anticipation. A veil draped across his senses. Edmund yearns to maintain an air of composure. At last, he stands within close proximity to this being of captivating allure. Her back still turned to him. The details that once danced hazily in the distance now emerge with crystal clarity. And there, the horns, unmistakable in their prominence, stand as a testament to her true nature. He knows her, inescapably intertwined through the tapestry of shared experiences and secrets. The difficulties of her past, intricately interwoven with his own. The weight of recognition bears upon Edmund's soul, a mingling of nostalgia and caution. The name that dances on his lips holds the power to unravel the balance of the present. The choice stands before him, positioned like a double-edged blade. The devil he knows, the devil with whom he shares history, now stands within his reach.
Maya. Fancy and unexpectedly seeing you here, I'm almost starting to think you gave up on me.
And there's just like a jolt in her stance. The moment you say Gamaya, not recognition, but like in disbelief, almost like, what? You know? And she kind of like turns to you with still that disbelief in her eyes. And she's like, Edmund? What are you doing here exactly?
I could very much ask you the same question. I mean, this is not a party for you to be attending.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
How do you not know I was here? You always find me.
Have you smelled the inside here?
Smell?
It's that with the...
No, elaborate.
It's that with the very...
It's been so long that you're even slipping.
A little, yes. It's very unexpected to see you here, really. So, you look ravishing, if I do say so.
Of course.
Well, I can't compliment you now, can
I expected more interesting conversation. Considering I didn't see you for months.
I? Understandable.
And the first place I see you is a ball, which I quite honestly thought you despised.
Oh, yes, I mean, if you take care to look behind me, I'm here with my friends.
Noticing the group the fiend had been accompanied by, Edmund made a quick observation of who was there. And with a perception check of 19, he deduced there were a total of 5 other guests. There is a man in a rather big hat, with long, slick black hair. Furthermore, a golden-colored dragonborn, two more humans, and what looks like a halfling with short done-up hair. Once he took a glimpse of the group. His eyes shot back to the woman he was investigating.
Why are you here?
For business.
Can't say that you're still following me, right? You did not know I was here, right?
I did not know you were
I'm
here.
still gonna make an insight check.
Oh, sure, of course.
Why the
An
fuck?
inside check.
Fucking Christ.
Well, I wasn't here for you, no. I must be honest, I haven't given up. I've been busy, really.
How long are you gonna keep busy? I quite like my freedom.
I can understand.
What kind of business?
I can't tell you right now. Unless we know more, we can't tell you. I can't.
Why not? Because you can trust me.
While you're here, can I just do a drink? Perhaps.
I have whiskey. I am all settled. I do not need
I
a drink.
don't know why I really asked to be nice.
I have a glass in my hand.
I truly didn't expect for you to come up to me for once.
Reaching up past Edmund, being quite a bit taller compared to the man, Gmaya gracefully plucks one of the dark red peonies loose from the ceiling. She extends her hand to him, awaiting his approval of her gesture.
I think I'm going for a smoke. I'm just gonna walk off. Get the fuck out of there.
I mean, if you're done for a smoke, I'll be right here. If you're interested in a dance.
Taking the colorful flower from her hands, Edmund made a quick run for the balcony. The shorter man had disappeared between the crowds of people, enveloped by other guests and hiding out of sight from the tall fiend. This concludes Edmund's scene, as he escapes the party to smoke. This leaves us with Averai, our last investigation. Averai starts her investigation in the top right of the ballroom. A party like this is an unfamiliar place to her, but she's still willing to do whatever she can to gain information on the treasure. As she finds herself amidst the bustling atmosphere of the unfamiliar ballroom, a sense of overwhelm sweeps over her. The lively ballroom, together with the vibrant energies, are unlike anything Averai had ever experienced before. With each breath, she steadies herself. Taking a moment to collect her thoughts, Averai cast her gaze upon the array of faces that adorn the room. The differences of diverse individuals, each with their own tales and motivations, captivates her attention. From noble lords and ladies dressed in wealthy attire, to mysterious rogues and wandering minstrels. Amidst this symphony of life, her attention is drawn to a lady of intrigue. Clad in a burgundy-brown gown that accentuates her figure, her milky white skin seems to emit a subtle glow amidst the flickering candlelight. With each purposeful step she takes, her neatly coiled curls bounce playfully, lending an air of urgency to her movements. She seems to be moving to the garden doors. A glimmer of opportunity flares within Averai's mind. May this lady hold the key to unlocking valuable information about the treasure she seeks? What secrets might she possess? What knowledge might she impart? For this reason alone, Averai follows at a fast pace. She runs after the mysterious lady heading into the gardens. The air is heavy with the intoxicating scent of exotic blooms. Moonflowers, with their iridescent petals, unfurl their delicate blossoms, basking in the ethereal glow of the moon's light. There are tall, majestic trees, their branches reaching skyward like ancient sentinels, casting their patterns of shadow and light upon the emerald carpet of grass. Twinkling fireflies dance among the foliage, their bioluminescent glow casting a soft, ethereal luminescence upon the scene. Taken away from her amazement of the gorgeous mystical garden, Averai notices a shadow gliding across the freshly cut grass floor. It immediately takes her full attention. Is it a person or paranormal? She, however, does not sense a hint of danger. For now, at least. Amidst the winding labyrinth of the garden's paths, Averai chases after the shadow. Time seems to stretch as she traverses the intricate web of trails, the moonlight casting a glow upon Averai's path. The suspense builds with every step, anticipation coursing through her veins like a surge of arcane energy. Then, with an unexpected turn, Averai's path collides with another. The collision shakes through her being, a rough thud that sends both Averai and the unknown figure stumbling backwards in a disoriented dance. As Averai regains her footing, the moonlight reveals the features of the individual who stood in her way. Neatly arranged, the stranger's blonde curls cascade like delicate tendrils of spun gold, framing a visage that radiates both beauty and strength. Adorned in a beautiful gown that hugs her form, she breathes an air of elegance and grace that captivates Averai's attention. A grunt of annoyance escapes the stranger's lips, a testament to the interruption Averai has caused.
How? It's been you? Have you been following me all these days?
Averai, in turn, tries to explain she merely saw a figure run for the gardens. She was on the path to help, sensing the woman might have been in trouble. Now, our mystery lady revealed she had been followed for a while now, by a suspected individual craving violence.
You see, I have been stalked for quite a while. I'm positive this person's out to kill me. But you see, I'm a famous opera singer of the Royal Opera House. I got the lead role, but my co-singer became jealous. Is there any way you could help, perhaps?
Averai expressed some hesitancy, considering it's quite the serious and dangerous matter. However, her heart longed for helping people. The unfortunate and unlucky folk were always on her mind, always a goal to strive for in matters of hope. It was the very reasons she started her journey as a healer. The mystery lady came forth with a plan in order to win Averai over.
I can perhaps set another trap, and we can do it at the opera house. To catch the pursuer, maybe. I mean, if you're willing to help, then we can catch him, or her, or them.
Averai was starting to quickly turn around, and in her eyes the only thing left in her way was formalities. After all, she didn't even know what to call this stranger asking desperately for her help. We discover that our mystery lady is called Clarice. In turn, Clarice decides to hand Averai a one and only ticket to the opera house itself, an easy way in for their plan. The ticket, along with information she holds about the secret treasure buried beneath the city. Clarice has now given Averai more motivation than necessary to help out a damsel in distress. With the plan all set, we conclude our search for the information at the Bilmore Ball. Averai wraps up her evening by enjoying herself at the party, and by doing so she dances with one of the numerous gentlemen attending the event. At last, the clock strikes the corresponding hour in which the group was to meet up. Reunited, the four of them stand together amidst the grand ballroom. The ceaseless entertainment of the night, while enjoyable, has left a lingering sense of weariness in its wake. These grand gatherings, with their swirls of conversations and endless dances, can be both enchanting and draining in equal measure. Each of them has witnessed something. This event has been met with many interesting courses of events, people, and an overall enchanting experience. For a closing conversation, I will give the floor back to our characters.
So how have your nights been? Do tell.
I wouldn't.
That's sweet. Not much. Hey, certainly. Was
I had a
quite cute.
drink. I gambled. It was a fun night.
You
I
had
won $10,000. I mean,
That's why you were late? Why?
I mean, it was a rich douchebag who set so much money in, and I just won.
I mean, doubling your money is not bad.
I know. Not
That's
displeased.
amazing.
Definitely. Wouldn't you complain about it?
I wouldn't mind leaving.
No. I'm kinda sick of the crowd anyway. So,
And you don't have your weapons. It's also
no.
so we need.
Yeah.
Eager to leave the night behind, the group left the festivities of the Grand Billmore Ball. And with that, I think that's it. Thank you for listening to our episode of Loot and Scoot, with many more to follow. Next episode, the characters will be sitting down in order to exchange their share of information. But for now, we've bothered you enough. Bye-bye! Laters!
Adios!